Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some more Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. Want to talk today about the appearance of this team switching quarterbacks from Justin Fields to Russell Wilson. Mike Tomlin, holding his Tuesday press conference, did not outright or explicitly say that Wilson will start, but based on the comments he did make, based on media reports, it is going to be a high chance that Wilson starts this Sunday against New York. Today, I want to talk about what Pittsburgh will be losing going from Fields to Wilson in terms of quarterback mobility, run game, and that impact. Before we start, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the site, SteelersDepot.com. Would really appreciate that. So I know a lot of this is intuitive, of course, going from Fields to Wilson. There's a mobility difference there. But I still want to at least walk through and just go through some clips from the Raiders game where I think Fields really struggled overall as a passer in this one, but there was still an impact made as a quarterback. So just going to go through some clips here. This is 3rd and 1, running speed option to the weak side, to the boundary, like a college high school system here, and the pitch to Jaylen Warren just gets enough for the first down. So obviously with Russ, you're not running speed option here. So when you're in these short yardage situations, you can really open up the quarterback run game, quarterback sweeps, quarterback powers, zone read, and even speed option here. And so that's just a different wrinkle. You got to be able to respect it. The DN here has to respect Fields initially. If he takes the back, Fields can carry it himself. The end takes the quarterback, get the pitch here, and Warren does enough to move the sticks. How about here, making something out of a really bad situation where somebody blows an assignment and you just make it work and use your mobility? We're going to watch Broderick Jones, the right tackle here, totally misses assignment, miscommunication. He thinks it's a run. It's a pass. You got Max Crosby, one of the best defensive players in football, screaming free off the edge. Should be a sure sack, but Fields able to take off, step up, and run and turn this into a solid gain and a first down. So Russell Wilson clearly not escaping Max Crosby. You don't need me to tell you that, but that is the element. When you're in a really bad situation, you got a free rusher for whatever reason. In this case, miscommunication, Jones not getting the message, don't know what happened there. Obviously, really bad looking overall. Fields able to make it work, turn a would-be sack for a loss of 5, 6, 7 yards into a first down. In terms of how defenses have to account for you, you talk about challenging the entire field and making use of all the space you have. And we're going to see Pittsburgh at it empty here, 3 to the bottom, 2 to the top. It's going to spread the Raiders out. They're in a too high look, having to respect the pass likelihood here, but you're going to get quarterback draw out of empty. So it's a light box, 4-man rush here. Fields able to take off and get a really good gain. So you're forcing the Raiders to play too high, respect the pass. They're going to spread things out horizontally. They got to deal with the slot guys here. They're going to widen, creates this 5 blocker, 4 rusher, and the add-on of the quarterback mobility to find the gap, run up the middle, and get a really nice gain here. Again, things obviously you won't do with Russell Wilson. So when you're in empty, defenses have to respect the run element still, and all that space you create by spreading the field out opens the lane, parts the seas for Fields for a good gain. Really key situation here. Pittsburgh going for it on 4th and 1 or a half yard. They're going to run play action, try to get the tight end open, hoping the Raiders are going to come downhill, attack the run. This happened against Cleveland where the Browns hit the Raiders for an easy touchdown. The Raiders are not fooled. Your 2 eligibles to go out, and Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington, they're covered and taken away. Don't love the play action here. I think there really is no fake here from Justin Fields, and so I've talked about Pittsburgh's ineffective play action. I think Fields has to carry out better ball fakes, but point is, this play action, the call does not work. You got Freiermuth, you have Washington, neither are open. There was no one else going out in the pattern. There are no other options. It's condensed space. The Raiders are going to close in on you, and Fields able to make it work, use his legs, win the corner, and score. And this was a huge moment. If you don't get this was, I think, off the punt block, I want to say. And, if you miss this opportunity here, come away empty-handed. The Raiders are going to really be galvanized by that. And so for Fields to be able to improvise and go out of the structure of the play in these kinds of moments where the defense does a great job to defend the play call is a real killer for defenses because they're defending everything right. They do a great job here, and Fields still able to score. Last clip, we'll look at one play after the Dante Jackson interception that sets Pittsburgh up at the Raiders 7. You just make sure you close this game out right here. Sudden change situation. Fake the toss to Najee Harris. You're running designed, quarterback power essentially. You got Isaac Seumalo, Mason McCormick. They're pulling. The Raiders are fooled. And Fields is an easy touchdown, his second rushing touchdown of the day. So you get window dressing with Scotty Miller in motion. They've been running toss plays consistently throughout this game. You're going to fake the toss. We're going to freeze the defense, get them going the wrong way. You see Robert Spillane keying that. You're going to see the defense freeze overall. I mean, that's their leading tackler. He's nowhere near the football, doesn't realize that Fields has it until here. He ain't catching up to Fields at that point, getting blockers out in space. Nice job by Pat Freiermuth. You're getting McCormick, Seumalo on a DB, all of this space. Easy touchdown here for Justin Fields, and this one really puts the game away, makes it 29-7, and this one at this point was over. So again, play calls and options in the playbook that will have to be taken out that will not be components for Russell Wilson, and that much is obvious. So overall, again, I think people understand this, the mobility difference, but I just kind of want to highlight, even in a game where I think Fields struggled overall and did not have a great game, we can debate that, but that's just my opinion of it, you're going to lose that element. Now, can Wilson still move? He is not a statue. He can still, I refer to it as functional mobility. He can still run boots and play action and run occasionally when needed. So there certainly is still going to be some element of the run threat in a sense with Wilson, and maybe even more so because no one really thinks he can run, and you go from Fields to Wilson, you say, okay, the quarterback is no longer a rushing threat. There's still going to be some moments where Wilson can, but obviously not to the degree of Fields, not doing the things we're seeing here. And so it's a layered conversation. You balance what Wilson can offer as a passer versus what Fields can offer as a runner. How do you weigh all those types of things? It sounds like we're going to find out. But I just wanted to kind of show what Fields could offer, what he has been doing, and how the mobility aspect has been really important for the run game that has been inconsistent and not always effective this year. Was certainly better and really good against the Raiders. And Pittsburgh will lose an element in terms of how defenses game plan for you and have to account for the quarterback in terms of how they fit the run. That will change. And just to finish the thought here, and I'll wrap things up, of course, Fields can still be used in some situational football, some certain packages, the conversations we had before week 1 when we thought and assumed and Mike Tomlin announced that Wilson would start. We'll go back to that. So there still will be opportunities to get Fields on the field against the Jets in future games, but obviously you won't get that with the consistency that we've been seeing with him as the starter. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel and check out the site, SteelersDepot.com. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you soon.